everybody. Today I've got a very special guest. He is a singer, he's a songwriter, he's a producer, he's a friend of mine. He's I guess we could say a world-renowned musician because he's been around the block a few times. His name is Mr. Mike Nugent, and I'm so happy that he's making an appearance today on Good Talk. Mike, what's going on? And thank you for being here.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Donnie. World-renowned, you're too kind.
Mike has a studio called It's What Melts in Your Ears.
Melts in your ears.
And I'm working, before the pandemic with Mike. Mike is producing my music, and he's a pleasure to work with. He's a friend, and he's just a great musician. So let's tell the folks who are tuning in today who you are, what you've done, maybe some of the bands you played with, styles, just so they get to know you.
Well, I've been playing since I'm a kid. I started around 11 or 12, played in bands. I mean, even in grammar school, I was playing in bands. And all through high school, and just, nothing's changed since then,
What are some of the bands that you played with? Who were some of the bands?
Oh, I played with West Houston way back, and then the Sheiks and Stan Anderson, and played country with the Bud Moffitt band, and used to play Lone Star.
Wow.
I didn't know Tony Barker then, but he's a good buddy now, and he used to play the Lone Star around the same time with Mindy J and the Cyclone Rangers.
You're working with Tony Barker, you say?
Yeah.
Oh,
Tony's here today.
Tony's been on this show before. Tony's a friend of the show.
Yep.
Tell Tony, when are you working with him next?
As soon as we're finished with this interview.
Tony's with you now?
Yeah.
What the heck? Oh, this is crazy. Tell Tony we say hello. Everybody says hello.
Tony, everybody says hello. Where are you? He's playing guitar somewhere.
He's
hiding.
He's floating around the studio, huh?
Yeah.
I love it. So, what kind of music would you say you play? What kind of vein would you say it's in mostly?
It's blues-based. Singer-songwriter, blues-based, not straight ahead 12 bars all the time, but, singer-songwriter, Americana, little folky, little country, little bluesy, little rocky, little funky.
Right. Now, and I'm curious, how does a singer-songwriter like yourself write a song generally? Does the lyrics and the idea come to you? Does the melody and the groove come to you first?
I write usually the melodies, Occasionally I'll get a lyric idea, write it down, but I write with a songwriter partner, Mike Deary. Lots of times I'll write a first verse and a chorus, and he'll write everything else, or maybe then I'll write a last verse, or he'll write a lyric and give it to me, and then I'll just write off that,
Oh, wow, and that partnership's been working really well for a while, huh?
Oh, forever, yeah.
What's
Except
his name?
he moved to Colombia,
Mike
South
Theory?
America.
Theory?
Yeah. He's doing great down there.
What's
He's
his last
retired.
name?
Deary.
Oh, Deary.
Yeah.
And he's in Colombia.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that is so cool. You guys do little long-distance collaborations.
Well, we always did that. We get on the phone. I'd give him some lyric ideas and play something over the phone. He'd get an idea, and then a day later he'd call me back and be done,
I love this. And I want to let the audience know you also worked with a band that was very popular around here. Also, it made it to one of my favorite movies, and that band was called Cadillac Moon. Tell us about Cadillac Moon.
Yeah, well, I had been always been writing and doing different original projects, and that band got off the ground when Al Santoriello joined the band. He was such a great singer, songwriter, collaborator, front man, and it was Dave Noyes. Originally, the first record is Sean Murray on drums, who I just played with Tuesday night.
Okay.
And then he left, and Cliff Hackford came on board, and Dave Noyes on bass. And when Rich Campbell joined, he was a real driving force. He really focused us, and made us focus on where we really wanted to head. But Al out front is really what made the whole thing happen.
What a small world. Rich Campbell. He used
together.
to play in my band a couple of times back in the long time ago, back in the day. Keyboard player.
Al Wilson.
Al
Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Really good stuff.
Me and Dave and Al still play every other Thursday at Crossroads in the back.
I love
So
it.
pray for good weather.
Yeah, it's hot. The pandemic's been really hurting everybody. All musicians have been hurting so much. What movie were you guys in? Cadillac Moon was that you opened up with The Devil's Advocate, right?
We were in The Devil's Advocate, yeah. We
Al
did a scene.
Pacino and Keanu Reeves,
Yeah, our scene was with Keanu and Charlize.
Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
What song did you guys play in that movie?
Show Me Your Tattoo.
So, if guys, you want to hear that? They can always look up Cadillac Moon and see some of the stuff. Cadillac Moon and Show Me Your Tattoo is great.
Yeah, iTunes. Rich has got all that stuff on iTunes and Amazon, I think too. You know, it's out there.
Yeah. And if people want to see you, they can look up what? You have a website, a Mike Nugent site?
MikeNugentNY.com.
Mike Nugent NY. And they can find your music, they can find some of your work.
Yeah, and my CD will be out on, I'm dealing with CD Baby now. I'm waiting, getting the artwork finished. And it'll be out, you know, CD Baby, hopefully we'll get it everywhere online, and we'll take it from there. I'm gonna be at KJ Farrell's again in October sometime. I don't have the date yet, but
right. That's a Long Island club for you guys at KJ Farrell's. I think it's in Belmore.
Right.
Really quick question. Something different. If people stumble on your work years after you're gone, what do you want people to take from the body of work? They found Mike Nugent's work. What do you want to say to them?
I wanted to make them smile. I want to make them feel better.
Yeah?
Make them feel healed, you know?
I like that.
Yeah, hopefully if, you know, you got the blues and you hear a good song and you smile and you forget about your blues for a while, you know?
You're like a doctor of music, right? Musicians are like doctors.
I think that's been my mission musically on the planet, you know?
Yeah, we need that more than ever nowadays.
The planet needs musicians now, man. All the crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do, it was wonderful just to have you on the show. And we're going to throw to one of your original tunes. And can you tell us what the name of that tune is going to be that we're going to show?
Yes, Staring at the Moon.
You like the moon theme. Cadillac Moon, Staring at the Moon. Are you a werewolf? You might be a werewolf.
No, and you know, when I start getting out there promoting the record and doing gigs, I'm going to call the band Blue Moon. The third Cadillac Moon CD was called Blue Moon Rhythm.
Mike, do you have a still in your backyard? Are you making moonshine?
Oh, man, I could use it now. You kidding?
Get this whole
what a good idea, Donnie.
I'm debauchery. Look what I've done. I want to hopefully see you. Once this pandemic is over, I can't wait to come back into your studio. Truth be told, I want to finish my EP. Mm-hmm. And we're going to throw over to your video.
Well, it's going to be more than an EP. We got 8 or 9 tunes in the can. That's a whole record.
Okay, we're going to finish the record. There you go.
Yeah.
I like that. Absolutely. So listen, thank you so much for coming on and being a part of our show and meeting our audience. We're very happy that you were here.
My pleasure, man. I can't wait to do live shows with you like we used to. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be.
We'll be back there. It'll come around.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm praying for it. Mike, thanks so much for being here today. And have a wonderful day. We're going to throw to, what's it called? One more time your song is?
Staring at the Moon.
Staring at the Moon. Stick around.
Like chasing after rainbows in the middle of a storm, standing in a breeze, waiting to get warm, learning how to swim with your feet on solid ground, trying to fly a kite when the wind goes down. Like going to the country to see the city lights, or working on a suntan in the middle of the night, thinking you're still young when your hair's all thin and gray, counting on your charms to get those bills paid. You can't find fame or fortune playing to an empty room, and you won't see the sunshine staring at the moon. It's the difference between a symphony and whistling out a tune, and you won't see see the sunshine. Staring at the moon. Staring at the moon. Staring at the moon. Like fishing for a whale on tiny mountain lakes, or picking up your speed by stepping on the brakes, locking all your doors after thieves have come and gone, writing down some words and calling it a song. It's like trying to get to China, digging in a hole, making it to Broadway by dancing on a pole. Looking to get healthy with one more cigarette, waiting for a dream that hasn't shown up yet. You can't find fame or fortune playing to an empty room. You won't see the sunshine by staring at the moon. It's the difference between a symphony and whistling out a tune. And you won't see the sunshine staring at the moon. Staring at the moon. Staring at the moon. You can't find fame or fortune playing to an empty room. And you won't see the sunshine by staring at the moon. It's the difference between a symphony just whistling out a tune. You won't see the sunshine staring at the moon. Staring at the moon. If you're staring at the moon. If you're staring at the moon. If you're staring at the moon, you won't see the sunshine staring at the moon.
Hey everybody, this is Motorcycle Mike, the personal injury lawyer. I've been riding motorcycles my entire adult life. During the course of my 30-year career as a lawyer, I've also represented countless injured motorcyclists. If you are one of them, I can be of assistance to you. Go to my website, please, motorcyclemikeesq.com. I'll always be there for you. I'm on your side when you ride.
Joe DeJesu, our original artist of the week from Good Talk TV show Season 1, has a brand new release available that you want to download on all of your digital media platforms. Another Sacrifice is the highly anticipated follow-up single to Cry and Miss Maybe, released in 2019. Joe is also the host of Jam Acoustic Mondays on Govs Radio. Please follow Joe DeJesu Music on Facebook and Instagram and download Another Sacrifice today.
God knows what we've done. Does it matter what we do?
Hi everybody, Rob and Eve here. It is my privilege to introduce our next guests. Please welcome Apalonia, Faith, and her mom, Tracy. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi.
We are going to refer to her as Apple going forward because that is the name that she prefers and that is a name that she performs as. even though her social media is all Apalonia Faith. This young lady blew our minds recently. We came across her on Social Distant Fest on Facebook, and she was singing with a voice that has a maturity she has not been on this planet long enough to have, yet she still uses it. She's 11 years old. Her range is incredible, and so is her energy. Apple, tell us a little bit about how you started out with knowing that you could sing and that you loved doing it so much.
Well, I knew that I loved singing, and I was at an audition for a Yankee team called the Rail Riders at PNC Field, and it was in the mall that we were auditioning in Scranton. I was 3, I believe, right? Mm-hmm. And that's basically when I knew that I love singing.
So right after your first audition, you said, "Yep, this is for me," and you were 3 years old.
She didn't want to leave the stage.
Wow. Now, at 11, so you've already had 8 years of a career that includes NBA playoffs. You've had all kinds of experiences and auditions, and you're singing to a worldwide audience on social media now, and you're just blowing them away because a lot of the song choices that you are picking are just phenomenal songs, and they're unexpected for somebody your age. Tell us a little bit about what you like to sing the most.
My favorite genre of music is Broadway music. And I also listen to some radio music, but my favorite is Broadway. I like to sing songs from Hamilton, Wicked. I like Phantom of the Opera and other stuff like that.
She went to see Rigoletto, so.
I dressed up in an old Halloween costume.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
you look like you were going to the opera. She had a cape, gloves, crown. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Velvet dress.
Now, how did you first get drawn to Broadway?
I'm not sure. Just when I heard it, I liked it.
Very cool. Now, I've heard you do some Disney stuff as well. Your range is incredible. Do you have to practice a lot, and have you had lessons in training?
I have had lessons and training, but I usually don't have to practice too much. I only have to practice like if I don't know the song too well. I do have to warm up my voice sometimes. And I've been to a few different vocal teachers.
Something else that you do in your spare time is you and your mom go around and you collect books, and then you deliver books to libraries, and you do online reading to help bring people closer together that way as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
That's fun.
Uh-huh. So we go to the thrift store and buy like 10 books for 50 cents.
Or yard sales.
Or yard sales.
It's like an adventure.
Yeah.
You know, we're an Easter egg hunt.
Or we
looking for good books.
Or people give us books that they don't read anymore, so we could read the books, then give them to the little libraries.
Yeah, some of them we put the YouTube link inside. She'll make a YouTube video, and because YouTube's the one that you could share from to anywhere, so we'll make a video and we work on that. So she'll practice reading through the book 3 or 4 times to get the flow of the book. And she even makes her own little sets, like she'll position a chair. It's a whole big production that we do with this. It's so much fun.
No doubt.
So
There's a big production.
Yeah, she edits her own little videos, everything, and she'll read the book. She'll find a kid. The parents will send in for their kids. You know, my child wants a book about elephants. And what was the one? Cece wanted food.
Cece did want food, so we read her Green Eggs and
Yeah,
Ham.
the one little girl was like, I like stories about food.
So we read her Green Eggs and Ham.
Yeah. And when she's done with the video, we write the YouTube link on the inside of the book cover, and we go around to the little libraries that are at local parks and we map them all out. And we don't do 10 videos. That's a lot. It's more like the lucky kid gets the book, you know? So there's 10 books for each little library at the park, and we go around to each park for a day.
And we probably put like two or three books with videos in there.
And then the kids can follow along and read along with the books that we find. I mean, the whole thing's a big adventure. It's a reason to get out of the house. Even if she's on, like, say, if she does the karaoke groups online, we'll let the kids know, the parents, so if she's doing a full song set for children, we'll let them know, you know, this is what she does. If your child wants a song or a book read, give us ideas. And if we can't find a book here at the house, we'll go out and find something, or we'll look, you know, even we'll put something online and say, hey, does anybody have a book like this we could borrow? And we read to the kids, and they get to feel special because they don't get to go out. And she gets to feel special too, because she knows that she's helping. It's other kids that reinforce the love of something, of learning. Other kids, we could tell them all we want, but when you get another kid, they're the driving force to each other. So it's important for kids to communicate and connect. So the kids get excited, you know, the parents will send us stuff and go, oh, we got videos from kids. Oh, my kid's so excited. Look how happy she was that you read a book, because they feel important. They're connected to somebody now, you know, that little bit of reinforcement goes a long way.
Yes, it does.
We love it. She's usually the one reading and stuff, but it's genuinely a team effort with a lot of the stuff that we do, and it's given us a lot. We had a pretty good life doing it.
I love it. Now, Apple, one of the things that really drew us to want to have a good talk with you is you have a natural talent that really just blew our minds, but it's also, you feel everything that you sing. When you are delivering a song and singing a song, the emotion that comes out of you and the feelings that you're able to share with the listeners is really so touching and powerful. You're not just singing the notes and singing the words, but you are telling the story. And you're sharing with your hands and with your eyes, and you can tell how you're breathing and that you're feeling the songs. You're not just singing the songs. But you made me cry with that. That was unbelievable from Les Mis.
That Les Mis one that's my favorite. You had to tell her the story, how you sang it. What made you pick that song to begin with? And you were like 8 going on 9 when you picked that song to sing. Can you tell her why you picked it?
I picked it because my sister was moving to Texas because she was in the military family now. And so we couldn't come with her because she's in the military family. And she was in Texas. So I sang a song and my mom sent it to her. And yeah.
And she probably cried too, I'm thinking, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
I cried. I was recording it. I kept looking at her. I was holding the phone with 2 hands because I was shaking. I'd be like,
yeah, that would have been me too, Mom. No worries.
It's like, I just want them to come home safe, because they see everything that goes on in the military and what goes on. And for a kid to connect that song and the reason for the song to exactly what she wanted it for, it blows my mind away that she can even make the connection between the two and actually understand the song and what its meaning was. And that the meaning that she had for it is exactly what the song is meant for. So that come home safe, you know, you're literally begging God to just bring them home because you love that person so much. And you would give yourself for them to come home safe. And at 8, 9 years old, she knew that. She knows the meaning of the songs.
Hear my prayer.
He's like the sun I might have known. If God had granted me a son, the summers die one by one. How soon they fly on and on, and I am old and will be gone. Bring him peace, bring him joy. He is young, he is only a boy. You can take, you can give. Let him be. Let him live. Bring him home. 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 Bring him
So we're trying to bring the world a little closer together. We love supporting the arts. We love people just like you who are inspiring us. And Apple, that's what you did. You inspired us. And it was through your music and through your energy and through your personality and your love of what you're doing. We felt it come through the screen, and it's just so great for our viewers to get a chance to meet you. We want everybody to please check out her social media. She's Apalonia Faith on YouTube, Instagram, and on Facebook. She posts videos all the time. Get your kids involved. Follow what this kid is up to, because she is going nothing but straight up into the air, and we get to say we knew her when. Tracy and Apple, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for the good talk.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. And thank you.
When peace like a river attended my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, what of my lot thou hast taught me to say, it is well, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul.
Writing a book is the adventure of a lifetime. Red Penguin Books take pride in giving our authors a publishing experience that is stress-free and celebratory all the way. Some of our authors first approach us with no more than an idea for a book that's ready to sprout. Others submit completed manuscripts. Whether you're at either end or anywhere in between, our goal is to get you published. At Red Penguin Books, we offer options and opportunities that are unique in the world of publishing, and all of them are designed to keep you, the author we so deeply respect, in the driver's seat, unlike other publishing houses. So, if you want to write a book and are looking for a publisher, we've got you covered. Red Penguin Books deal in publishing services, book development, and ghostwriting for digital, print, and audiobook. Call us at 516-448-4993 or visit our website, www.redpenguinbooks.com.
Our guest today is a woman who is bringing an extremely fun activity to people all over the U.S. and beyond. Either in her studio or virtually from the comfort of your home, it has music, it has smiles, it has swagger. It gives you a great workout and you don't even realize it. I'm talking about country line dancing, and today I'd like everybody, please, welcome Natalie Boyle. Hey, Natalie.
Hi, how are you? Hi, everybody.
Hey, thanks so much for coming on our show.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
I've heard a lot about you, and I've been looking online, and I've seen some of the stuff you've done, and I thought you'd be a fantastic guest, especially people who are so, bored, they don't know what to do with themselves with COVID, and you just offer this opportunity to get moving, get grooving, and I can't wait to share some of this stuff with our audience, so let me dig right in. I'd like to know, how did it all start? What made you get into this kind of stuff?
Oh, well, I've been a dancer most of my life, and I'll go back a little bit pre-line dancing. I was a traditional clog dancer for 23 years.
Wow.
And if you think river dance and you think what the Irish, Scottish, and Welsh brought to our country 400 years ago, 375 years ago, that's what I was trained in, to do all this good stuff. And then 7 years ago, I got into the line dancing. I went to a country event, and I saw the country music playing and the bluegrass. Now that's what I clog danced to for so many years.
Oh, wow.
So I said, I like this music. I want to get into this. So I watched the dancing. I started picking it up really easily. Fell in love with the choreography because every dance is different. And I said, this is something that I want to stick with. And we incorporated, the girls and I and my group incorporated it in my clog dancing shows. I mean, we were performing all over Long Island. And then I started teaming up with a band. They would ask me to periodically perform with them. And the line dancing itself is not only fun, it's good exercise. I've met awesome people. It's a social network. It's like a whole subgroup on Long Island and all over the country that just is fantastic people. And what I like about it is you can go out there, not really know any dances, and somebody's there to help you. They'll come over and go, come on, we're going to go this way. We're going to go that way. We're going to,
So it's friendly. It's a friendly atmosphere.
The atmosphere is absolutely friendly. And I was so impressed with that. That's what made me stick with it. People were so friendly to me when I was first watching and learning, and I was determined. I'm like, gotta do this. This is fun.
Oh, wow.
And that's what made me keep coming back. There were people always there going, come on, try this out. And I'm like, all right. So before I knew it, Dawn, I was out on the dance floor and people were watching me. So they would come up to me and they'd tap me on the shoulder and say, you have to teach this because we're all following you. So I said, you know what? I teach clog dancing. Why the heck not? Why shouldn't I teach line dancing?
Why not?
So I gathered up step sheets and things I knew well, and I decided, well, I'm going to start teaching, and that's what happened.
And this is 7 years ago, you said this all started?
I started line dancing 7 years ago. I did not teach until almost 3.5, 4 years ago. That's when I started teaching and taking it seriously, saying, I'm going to do this. And it grew and grew and grew and grew. And, before the pandemic, I was extremely busy. So since the pandemic, when I started my live stream show, which is going strong now at, I think, 25 weeks I've been doing it. It's phenomenal. I've gotten so many fans and so many people taking my online classes and wanting to know more and just watching me and being there with me. So it's been fantastic. I feel like I'm spreading happiness. Not only am I teaching people because I love teaching, but I'm spreading happiness.
You just took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say, not everybody can teach. You have to love people. And you have
Yeah.
to want to reach out and help people, I think, to be an effective teacher, an effective communicator.
I agree.
And you find that you don't have any trouble with the people and showing them how to get out there and move, and you have patience. I guess a lot of patience, right?
Yes, you have to. But no, I love helping people, and I feel so like happy for them when they get a dance down and they feel really happy and excited. And you know, I just encourage people. You know what? Everybody learns at their own pace, and that's the truth. And you know what? If you're having fun, that is the name of the game. I always
That's
say
the
that.
name of the game. I love that. It's all about having fun. You're making me think back. Maybe this will relate to you, maybe not. I'm also from Long Island. You mentioned Long Island. And years ago, I played all different kinds of music. I've had a guitar player in my old band that used to play regularly at a place called Matty T's. Did you ever
Sure.
dance over there?
Oh yeah, that's where line dancing became really popular on Long Island.
Wow, I had a feeling. Yeah, because you always tell me some of the best country bands would come in there. Because Long Island, back then, years ago, wasn't typically a big country music place. I think more and more is starting to come this way. It's becoming more and more popular.
Oh, definitely.
Yes,
Definitely.
music that definitely crosses, which is really cool. And what was I going to say? So, would you say typically, you mentioned clog dancing, that people would typically clog dance to a country style music?
Yes. Yeah, we would clog dance to recorded music, but also some there was a bluegrass band on Long Island that was very popular for the last 30 years, and sometimes we would be at his shows and dance to him. There was a trio we used to dance to live. That was the bluegrass. And then I met a country band 7 years ago, and they would play some bluegrass and country, and it consequently was something that we already knew the dance for, so we would dance with them. You know, it worked out beautifully, you know.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool.
But yeah, and then we did one number that was a tap number from Smokey Joe's Cafe, which was on Broadway many, many years ago.
Sure.
So we incorporated that into our show. So we just had this fantastic array of, it was clog dancing, there was a little bit of tap. Just to give a brief history, tap dancing came after clog dancing. A lot of people, they don't know that. They think, what is clog dancing? You know, we wear tap shoes, but it was all German, Scottish, Irish, Welsh. And it was a lot of what the foot sound makes, you know, the thumping and the stomping. Then the tap came. But now line dancing is a great segue because it's similar music. It's country western music. Sometimes it's pop music. Sometimes it's rock. So, you know, Southern rock and country are very intertwined. So now you have all that music that we can all listen to and just dance line dancing. I mean, it's incredible.
I love that. I'll bet this type of dancing could probably lend itself to parties, weddings, if you would. Have you done some of that stuff?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah?
Most definitely. I've taught private functions and corporate functions. When an entity just wants to have a country themed event, but they want a special something added to the party, they'll call me and say, can you do line dancing? And then, you know, can you do some, you know, music as well? I play, you know, if I don't have a live musician with me, I play off my music tracks. And a recent party I did, very successful party, they were thrilled. They wanted to watch me. I brought another dancer with me, and they wanted to watch us half the time. It was like entertainment. So not only did I teach, they said, no, we're going to sit down and eat and watch you. So you never know what people are going to want, but they are thrilled. They just love having that you know, that extra something at a party to get people up dancing.
I really, really love that. And guys in my audience, you guys are in for a treat in a little bit after we come back from a break. We're not going away just yet. Natalie's been gracious enough to say she would teach you guys one dance lesson, and she'll put the boots on, and you guys can get up off the couch, and you can follow along, and you can see what it's all about. But before I ask my final question and we go to break, I'd like to know, where can my audience find you? What's your social media presence like? How can we reach out to you?
Sure. Yeah, once we have a relationship or somebody has a card, they'll have my number. But I'm on social media. I'm on Facebook. Natalie Boyle and Country Dancing with Natalie is my, you know, my business site. I'm on Instagram, Natalie Boyle 12, and I'm also on YouTube. I have, you know, a channel. So, you know, that everything's growing, you know, with time, you know, but I have a really great Facebook fan base and presence, and I really love reaching out to people. I do a lot of videos on there and live stream once a week. So, and I always try to feature a musical guest or something, because you know what? We're all out there honing our craft, and there are some really great people out there making music, and that's what we want. We want great music to dance to.
I really, really like that. All right, I'm going to ask you a final question before we go to break, and then we come back and dance. Let's just say, hypothetically, not even hypothetically, many years into the future, after we're all long and gone, I want to know, how would you like people to remember and describe you and what you've done in your life as far as work goes and reaching out to the community? What would you like people to say about Natalie Boyle?
Oh, well, that's a really good question. I was pondering this the other day. I do want to leave a mark and in some way make a difference in people's lives, and I hope I've done that already. I always worked in the healthcare field. I did a lot of volunteer work, and I did a lot of things for disadvantaged people. And I feel like you have to give back to the community. I was a member of Kiwanis at one point. I think that's so valuable, charity work and giving back to the community. And people have been so wonderful to me that I always want to be able to do that. I always want people to think of me and say, well, I spread happiness and I helped others. And that's really important. That's what it's all about, that altruistic. I think if we all help each other and realize that's why we're here, I think that we'll have a lot of happiness in the world. We would have a lot more happiness in the world and a lot less, strife.
That is a beautiful answer. I really, really, really appreciate that. I want to thank you for coming again onto the show. We're going to get ready to throw it over to a commercial, and you guys are in for a really big treat, so get yourselves ready. Natalie's going to go get some cowboy boots on, and we're going to come back, and we're going to do a little line dance lesson, and again, thank you so much for having a good talk with us today. We really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Donnie. It's been great. Thank you so much. So I look forward to dancing.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, we're going to throw the commercial right now. We'll be right back, so stick around.
Thank you, Pulmonary Wellness Foundation, Good Talk TV sponsor. Please visit pulmonarywellness.com to learn more about this incredible organization.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We're here once again speaking with Natalie Boyle, and she does amazing country line dance lessons, and it's so much fun. So are you getting ready? You got the cowboy boots on?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Very, very cool. So what happened was Natalie was gracious enough. She put together a little spot, a snippet, or a little video, if you would, of teaching. What type of dance lesson is it? Is there a name for it?
It's called Fireball, the dance. It's a very well-known dance. It's considered like a beginner, user-friendly dance for anybody who's learning. It's a really fun one to know. And I did it to a song that was recorded by a musician friend of mine who's fantastic. But it's actually a Keith Urban cover. It's a Keith Urban song, and he did a cover of it. So it came out really nice.
Oh, cool. What's your friend's name?
His name is Steve Ronson.
Steve, I think I know him.
Oh, wow.
Really,
okay.
Really good voice, guitar player.
Voice, he plays guitar. Yes, he has two bands, I believe. He was probably one of my first live stream guests, and he was just really fantastic.
Wow, I think he worked a little bit with J.D. Leonard. You familiar with J.D.?
Yes, I'm friends with him. Yes, there's a bunch of people that I'm friends with that we share mutual friends.
This is crazy. Now, JD's been on the show. Steve hasn't yet been on the show, but maybe we'll set that up if we could. But what's that?
I said that would be nice.
Yeah, he's got an incredible voice. I've heard some of the stuff he's done. He's amazing.
He does. He does. I really like his voice.
Absolutely. So this is really cool. Once again, this is the studio. You're doing it out of your studio.
Yes, correct.
And tell the people one more time again where they can find you on social media, please.
Sure. I am on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Okay.
Maybe I'll start a Twitter account. I don't know.
What's the Facebook?
But mostly Facebook. Facebook is Natalie Boyle. And then I would send you an invite to look and follow my page, Country Dancing with Natalie. And that's where I put all my class information, like when is the class happening, what dances did we cover, that kind of thing.
Okay, that's the Facebook. And then what about the other areas? Instagram is what?
Instagram, my name is Natalie Boyle. I think the number 12 is after it. So that's how you find me.
Natalie Boyle 12.
Correct.
Okay.
And then on YouTube, I have a Natalie Boyle line dancing channel.
You do?
Yes. People can subscribe to that and they'll see a whole bunch of things that.
They just type in Natalie Boyle line dancing.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Very, very cool. So you're easy to find in the social media realm, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm looking to expand that, as things progress, and it's been great. I have people from Europe, all over the United States, Canada, who take my class, or they just watch my videos, which is fantastic.
That is so cool because we have an audience, big audience in Europe. We have our England fan base and our Ireland fan base. People from all over the world watch the show, Austria, you name it. It's so cool what the internet can do. It's really neat.
It really is. It's incredible.
Really reach out. I want to, again, thank you so much. Guys, you're in for a real treat. In just about a second, I'm going to throw it over to Natalie's instructional video. I think you guys are going to really dig it. And thanks for having a really great talk on Good Talk with Rob and Eve and Donnie Vapor. And we will talk to you in the future.
Thank you so much. Can I also just say I teach in person in Calverton, New York on Long Island, and I do that every Wednesday.
Okay.
So for anybody who's local, of course, if they can, find time to come down to the line dance class, it's socially distant, it's outside, it's incredible, it's a beautiful place. It's Long Island Sports Park on Edwards Avenue in Calverton. It used to be Calverton Links, which was a golf course. So it's a really nice setting, very spacious, and people have a great time. So
socially distant, spacious, outside, the weather's still nice. What more can you ask for, I say?
Right.
That's fantastic. Again, Natalie, thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful evening. Natalie, thank you, and we'll see you soon. Stick around for Natalie's video coming up right now.
So I'm going to turn around and get started. I'm going to teach first, show you the dance, which is 32 counts and 4 walls. It's a beginner dance, and then we're going to dance it together to the music. Okay. So when you start, you're going to start with the right foot, walking forward. Right, left, right. Kick and clap, and then take it back. Left, right, left, touch. We do that same thing twice in this dance. So it's 1, 2, 3, kick, 4, 5, 6, 7, touch, 8. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to step on the right foot first. Touch out to the left side, and then step forward on the left and touch out right. Step right, touch out left. Step left, touch out right. So going that far. Starting on the right foot, ready, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and right, left, kick, left, touch, step, point left, step, point right, step, point left, step, point right. Now for our last 8 count, we're going to do a jazz box in place. So you cross your right foot in front, step back on the left, step the right next to it, and then step the left back next to it. So that's half of the 8 count. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to quarter turn right, doing the same exact steps. So as you step forward on the right, you're going to turn, step back left, then step right, then step left. So that's your entire dance. I'm going to dance 2 walls, and then I'm going to put on the music to show you. Okay? So starting on the right foot, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 touch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and cross. Left, right, left, cross, right, left, right, left. Now we're going to do it again. And kick, left, right, touch, right, and kick, left, touch, step, right, point, left, step, point, right, step, point, right, cross, left, and quarter turn, left, right, left. Let's put on our music.
Talking on the phone, driving way too fast. The interstate stamped with gunners like me, afraid of coming in last. Somewhere in the race we run, coming undone, please no one. I can feel the fire in my hand at the window. Oh, no one. It's all been better start living right now. Days go on. Just the other night, I watched the world flash by. Headlights, taillights, running through a river of a neon sign. Somewhere in the rush I felt, losing ourselves, please no one. I can feel the fire in my hand at the window. Oh, there's no one. Yeah, it's all we've been given. Better start living right now. Please no one. Oh, yeah, please no Think about tomorrow, then it slips away. Oh, yes, it does. Talk about forever, but we've only got today. The days go by, I can feel them flying like a hand out the window as the cars go by. It's all we've been given, so better start living, better start living right now. These days go by, I can feel the fire like a hand out the window. Cars go by, it's all we've been given, better start living right now. Days go by, you'll never do. Yeah, these days go by, you'll never do. So take my hand and you're mine. Take my hand and let it ride. Take my hand, don't let 'em all fly by. Come on now. Come on now. Don't you know the days go
Hello from the UK, I'm Alice.
I'm Billy.
And I'm Kit, and we're from Coca-Cola, and we absolutely loved having a good talk with Robin Eve and Donnie Baker.